What's up, y'all? It's your girl, LayWills, and I just jumped off the porch.
Yeah, I get offended when they telling me to pipe down. Let me pop my shit so I can cash out. Put me in a booth and you know I'm finna.
All right, so we got the one and only LayWills jumping off the porch with us today.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Nah, no problem. Appreciate you, coming all the way across the country to come mess with us today, too. Yeah, so first off, how we feeling today? How you doing?
I'm feeling real good. Done been in Atlanta for a week now, so we just been moving the entire time we've been here. So,
okay.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you've been working on? Has it been mostly music or?
Yeah, mostly music. We started off Monday with New Music Monday. Shout out to the
Coalition DJs.
Yep. Yeah, so that just kind of jump started the week. Then after that, Wednesday, we ended up chatting it up with Ferrari, Tampa Mystic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
a couple of those. Last night, ended up doing a birthday performance at her birthday party. So we just been on the go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you like working here in Atlanta? How does it compare to, back in LA or even back home in Charleston, if there is any comparison?
Atlanta, y'all don't sleep out here. No. I didn't know that. Damn, I heard it, but I get to see it in real time. So that's what's up. It's just a lot of motion, consistent motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're originally from Charleston, South Carolina,
Yup.
right? Okay, so
Yup.
I've actually had a lot of people from Charleston
come
sit on these steps, but
Yup.
it's mostly, I'm getting from a male's perspective. Mm-hmm. So I would love to hear it from a woman's perspective of coming up in Charleston.
Man, Charleston is just one of those places. It's beautiful, It's a lot of beaches. You can have a good time. Our food is amazing, slapping seafood. You feel me? But yeah, I loved it. I rep 843 everywhere I go. If you hear me, if I got a mic in my hand, everybody gonna know I'm from Charleston. It's just one of those places, you love it and you just rep it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of culture out there and everything too.
Exactly.
So what were you into as a kid growing up in Charleston?
I was athletic. So I was always doing sports, playing basketball, running track, softball. I even coached for a while. I used to coach kids t-ball and stuff. I always worked around kids. One of my first jobs was Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, yeah?
In the big old rat suit and shit.
You was in the rat suit?
I was in the damn rat suit. Hell yeah.
So then you end up going to Winthrop University?
Yep.
Okay. So where's Winthrop at?
It's to me, it's the borderline between South Carolina and North Carolina because it's right there in the perimeter. But it's in Rock Hill, South Carolina. But that's also right next to Charlotte, North Carolina. So yeah, but it was a dope experience being at Winthrop. That's actually what jump started the whole music career for me.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
I started doing ciphers. Out there, some homeboys of mine started doing homecoming ciphers and stuff, and so they invited me on one of those, and years later, here we are.
Was that something you had always had a passion for, or was that just something completely out the blue for you?
You know what? I always loved poetry, but I didn't know that I was a rapper yet. You know what I'm saying? I knew I loved wordplay. I grew up on Tupac. I love storytelling and that aspect of it, but I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm about to be spitting for people. No, it just slapped me in the damn face.
So did you write that rap before the cipher? Or was this all something you came off the top?
Yeah, no, that night before, I just was listening to the beat and I just wrote it all one flow. Yeah.
And what type of feedback did you get at that time?
Damn. So what happened was, they all pulled me in the cipher. I didn't want to even rap because one of my homegirls found out that I could rap when we were turning up one night. And you know how when you in college and everybody turning up and whatnot, and then they put on an instrumental and everybody going around the room just saying stupid shit. And then when it came to my turn, I was saying what I thought was stupid shit. But she was like, nah, bitch, something in that. You gotta go to the studio. I'm the studio? What are you talking about? I'm not no rapper. Girl, I'm just playing. So she told some of the homeboys that, oh, Lay can rap. Y'all gotta get her on the cypher thing that y'all doing. They had a radio show at the time.
Okay.
And so when they found out, they was like, Lay, you just gotta hop on this shit. And I'm like, nah, I don't do this for real. But they convinced me. And so, yeah, the night before, wrote it all, one flow. I was nervous as hell. I'm sitting there around these dudes. All of them done took their turn and shit. I'm sitting there oh, okay, I guess I got to say something. So they got the beat going, and I'm just all right, I'm going to just go. Went for that shit. And then when I was finished, I'm like, damn, looking around for feedback. All these niggas like, what the fuck? Like, hold up.
Like, where did she come from?
Exactly. Shit, I was looking at myself after they respond. I'm like, oh, damn, maybe I said some shit. Okay. Yeah, hell yeah, I did that then. Okay.
So did that lead you to like doing more ciphers at the time?
Yeah,
or?
that was it. Like, I just would do like a cipher with them like once a year, but I still wasn't rapping. Like, it was just like, okay, the cipher coming up again, Lay. Like, you hopping in? Okay, I'll hop in. Like, yeah.
Now, were you the only woman in the cipher too?
Yup.
Okay.
Yup. So, I mean, people will be waiting on the verse.
Would you get to the point where they put you last?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The last, I think like 2 ciphers I had did with them. I was like the last one, and then they cut the camera off.
Oh, wow.
One time I even dropped the mic on that shit. I'm like, I'm done with this. Just started feeling myself a little bit. Like, all right, y'all gassing me. Cool, then I'll drop it.
You gotta flex on them sometimes.
Yeah. It's dope when you know, being a female rapper and then you know you can go toe to toe with the niggas like that. It's just a different feeling.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you ended up graduating college, right?
Yes, I did.
So what'd you get your degree in?
I got my degree in English, yo.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell. My mom, right? Because I wasn't even gonna go to school. But she was the type of person where she's like, you know, oh, no, you got to have a backup plan. You got to do that. Because I always knew I was going to be in the industry some way, somehow. So that's all I was focused on. And she's like, no, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, but you're going to get that degree first. So I'm like, all right, cool. What else can I do, like, you know, to somehow please her, but then also do what I want to do. So I was majoring in theater at first. And then I was like, what the hell? Like, it just wasn't enough. So I switched my major to English because I was like, okay, this is a way to just kind of get through this shit real fast and then go do what I want to do. But it worked out because, you know, all that English, all that wordplay, you know, being able to analyze shit. Like, I didn't know that it would help me with my rapping like years later.
No, that's hard right there.
Yeah.
So, what would you say were some of the trials and tribulations you had to overcome in your life so far?
Golly, gosh, it's been a lot, you know. I don't know where to start. I feel like because I came out the gutter, I could talk about anything, you know, and it just really allowed me to kind of have a different appreciation for my hustle. I have a very like strong hustle mentality. I gotta go for everything because I grew up with nothing. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
Understood. So after college, you end up moving to LA?
Almost. Okay. I actually took a couple years before that to teach. So somehow I ended up in the damn school system, probably listening to my mama again, but ended up in the school system. So I was teaching preschool for like 2 years.
Oh, wow.
But that shit helped me as well because when I was teaching preschool, that's when I fell in love with rapping like even more because, you know, my kids, we used to turn up in class, okay? They had me as their teacher, so we was having a time up in there. We'd just get some music going, everything that I would teach them, it would be melodic, like just, it was damn a musical in class. Like they loved coming to me. And so like that inspired me to make some of the songs that made it on my first EP. Like the first thing I taught my kids was, it was Black History Month when I started teaching. And because I joined in the middle of the year. And the first thing I taught them was that, you know, about the traffic light, right? Okay. And who made the traffic light and all this stuff, you know, for Black History. And then I was sitting there like, red, yellow, green, go. Like, you know, this is, the green means go, red is stop, da-da-da-da. And with all that, I'm like, damn, that's a song.
That rhymes.
Hell yeah! So I went home, fucking made this song called Traffic, and that shit is crazy. Head, shoulders, knees, toes, red, yellow, green, go. Play that track, because that shit goes crazy. But shout out to my students, because, I mean, when you working with kids, you don't realize how free you can be. And so it inspired me to just do this shit.
No, that's dope. And shout out to all the teachers. I feel like that's such a thankless job. And a tough job, too. It requires a lot of patience, too.
It does. Yeah. Goodness gracious. It's over now. I still love kids, but no, y'all ain't seeing me teaching nothing else unless, you know, we teaching these niggas how to rap.
There you go.
Yeah.
So then LA comes?
Then LA comes.
Okay.
Yeah. LA is right there. I was ready to get the hell on. So, yeah.
So why LA? What inspired that? And was that something like you thought about for a long time? Was this something you plotted on?
Hell yeah, I was trying to get out of there like fresh out of high school. So to know that, you know, I went through college and I went through all this other stuff and then made it there, now I know I didn't need to go there fresh out of high school. Because LA is not a place you need to go young and just fuck around, because you get into some shit. So yeah, no, perfect timing when I finally left. I went over there initially for acting. Okay. Because I'm an actress. And yeah, it's kept me. It's been 3.5, going on 4 years now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So what's your first thoughts when you get to LA? What are you thinking? Like, it was an easy transition for you?
No, man. First of all, I mean, this is the first time I'm sharing my LA story, like, you know, on a platform or whatnot, but I didn't even know I was moving out to that bitch. I did not know. My close friends and my dad swear they knew that I was moving, but I swear I did not know I was going. So what happened was I was supposed to go over there and visit a friend. And I had this trip planned for months, right? Okay. We had been talking about it. I had my flight booked for months. Like, I was ready to fucking go. I want to say about like a week, maybe. She called before, you know, I'm getting ready to go out there. And she was like, something came up. But if you still decide to come up there, you know, just let me know, just hit me up, and then I'll see you, maybe we can have lunch or something like that. And I was sitting there like, what the fuck? Because mind you, I don't know shit about this city. Now where am I supposed to stay? What the hell do I do to occupy myself for a week? I called the airline. I'm like, yo, can I change my flight? Can I, you know, they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like $200 and something at the time. I was broke. I had just quit teaching. I had no damn money like that. So once I realized it wasn't worth it to get a refund, I was like, okay, we got two options here. Either I'm gonna take the money that I would lose on canceling the flight to just put it into an Airbnb, or I don't go and just lose out on the money regardless. Yeah. So I got an Airbnb for a couple of days, and when I tell you I got off the plane, the minute I touched LA, I knew I was where I was supposed to be. Like, I just knew. I got there, put my stuff down in the Airbnb, and immediately just started looking for apartments. Okay. Yeah, like, I don't know what was in me, but I got on the train. I was like, okay, like, if I want to learn this city, if I'm trying to figure out if I'm supposed to be here, like, the best way is to just do that shit. So I'm looking at different areas, trying to see, okay, if I were to live someplace, would it be here? Would it be there? And then, you know what? Within 2 days, I called my family back, and I was like, yo, I canceled my flight back home.
That quick?
That quick. My mother was like, what the hell do you mean you canceled your flight? Like, her ass was losing it. Even my grandparents, they were all like, oh, no, you can't stay over there. I had no car. I had no job. Didn't even really have a place to stay. Like, fuck. That was almost 4 years ago. But yeah, like, I never came back. And didn't come back for like months after that. Missed Christmas and everything. Yeah.
So pretty big leap of faith.
Hell yeah. It worked out, but hell yeah. I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't. I would not do it again.
So how did you get into acting?
Always had a love for it.
Okay.
Started off with theater, musicals, you know, stuff like that. And then as I was graduating college, that's when I fell into production. I fell into my first production. Okay. Shout out to Shots Fired. That was filming in North Carolina at the time I was graduating. And started doing background work. And then that turned into like feature background. And then like I started doing like feature films. And oh, wow. Yeah, that's how it came out.
Can you reveal any of the bigger films you worked on?
Ooh, we got some coming. Got some coming. I can't say just yet because they still, you know, going through the works. Yeah. But yeah, be on the lookout because y'all finna see this face.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how do you balance everything? You know, working a regular job, trying to be an actress, trying to be an artist. It's a lot.
It is. I feel like I just ground myself. There's some times where like I'll just take a week off and just like really get into myself, do what I want to do, go eat some oysters because that's my favorite food and it makes me happy. You know, and just spend time with like people that know me outside of the industry. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't even gotta worry about an image or a persona or a connection, nothing like that. Like, no, I want to chill with my real folks, like who ain't even talking about music or acting right now. We just kicking it. Yeah.
It's always got to be that balance.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So you mentioned Tupac. Who are some other musical inspirations you got?
Oh, there's so many, man. There's Tupac, J. Cole, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte. Like, I'm a hip hop head.
We can tell. There's some legends right there.
Hitters. So for me, like, I cater more to the people who give me something to listen to, like for real. Like I love just inspirational music. I'll turn up too, but I love like a good lyrical piece. Those are my favorites. Yeah.
And LayWills, that's just a play off of your real name, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep, Alaya Williams. So either you're gonna know me as Alaya Williams for my acting, or you're gonna know LayWills for this rapping, or if you really wanted the cool people, you'll know me for both.
Yeah. So what was the first EP? What was that titled?
Ooh, Preschool.
Okay.
Yup, because I was in the class with them kids.
So talk about the creative process. You know, what did you learn about, you know, just even recording music at that time?
Right. So shout out to Snacks, because that was the first official song that I made, like original song.
Okay.
And I made that on the fly. I was kicking with some homeboys once again, and you know, they just put on a beat and I freestyled on the beat, and they was like, no, like we gotta make this a song right now. So within an hour, wrote the song, went to the studio and just dropped it. Didn't know nothing about the booth, didn't know nothing about, you know, recording professionally, none of that shit. And that made it on the first EP. Oh, wow. And then my objective with Preschool was just, because I was new to rapping, to give them a little bit of everything I could do. So every song on there is completely different. It don't even sound like the same artist damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like one song is conscious, another song is like a chick bop, another song is Traffic, which is like high energy, more performance, Coachella type of shit. Like the crowd just going wild, you know? And then like another song is Snooze. I'm sharing my story, like just telling people how I got to where I got. Like, so I wanted to make sure that I could cater to all audiences so they can know whatever you want to hear, my pen can give it to you. Yeah.
So pretty much you got something for everyone.
Yup.
So how was that project received? What type of feedback did you get on that
I got
one?
a lot of good feedback. I feel like because I made sure to cater to each person, like, you know, everybody has a favorite song off that track. And it's so interesting when people come up to me and tell me their different songs, because it's like, you just see how somebody who is in love with conscious music, they're gonna love Snooze. Like, people still play that now, like to motivate themselves. I play it for myself too, you know, and it's just like somebody else who like to turn up and go to the club and stuff. She's like, girl, I was just listening to Snacks yesterday. So it had like pretty dope responses.
Okay.
Yeah.
And during the pandemic, you dropped a project where you shot a music video for all 13 songs.
All 13 songs. Whew. It was work. But they were like quick videos though. It wasn't nothing too crazy. So, like some of them, I would just kind of like be walking around LA or like going to grab some food. I remember one time I was getting some pizza at a pizza shop that happened to be open. I'm like, yo, I would shoot my shit right here, right now. You mind if I film? Be like, oh no, go ahead. Boom, that's a video as I'm eating my pizza. You know, just really like trying to take the moment back, because COVID took everything from us. So I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna go outside. I might not, you know, can go where I desire to go, but I'm gonna still go somewhere and create content. Yeah.
No, that's really dope, because it's a lot of work that goes into putting out 13 music videos.
That part. Shoot, editing. I don't like that shit. It take too long.
Who are some of the music directors you work with on for that project?
For that one, my homegirl and me shot it.
Okay.
Yep. So shout out to Larae Carmichael. She was with me in LA and we was just shooting everything like off a cell phone. Then 2 of the other videos were shot by Cray Vision. Shout out to him. Like the Eminem, My Name Is. Okay. Yeah, that one was going crazy. And then what else we shot? Like Quiet Storm. You know, I had to touch some of the heavy songs, you know, as well as like some of the new stuff that was coming out at the time too.
Yeah, so some of the songs you grew up listening to, the ones that you were really loving. Yep. I got it. So what's your creative process? Do you write all your raps? Have you started to punch in now? Or?
Yeah, I've tried punching in a couple times. I normally like write everything. I like to just make the most out of my studio time. I'm not one of those people that can just like go to the studio and figure it out when I got there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like I want to know when I get in this damn studio, we working. I'm not trying to find something. But I just got in the process of like, instead of preparing so much at home, it's more so, you know, I know where I want to go with the song. I've already listened to the beat a few times. Then I'll go there and maybe freestyle or try to punch in. It's not my favorite. I'm still working on it. But yeah, just being a little more like in the moment.
Gotcha. Now, are you the type that likes to, record by yourself or have a lot of people around you? Or?
I normally do it by myself, but now because I'm like really getting into collabing more and doing features and stuff like that, I know other artists like a lot of energy in the room, so I'm adapting to that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got the new single called Been There.
Been there, done that. My name hold weight now. Rich bitch shit going off for the 8 Mile. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this sounds dope.
Yeah, thank you, man.
You're welcome.
It's one of my favorites so far.
Yeah, so talk about the inspiration, when you recorded this song.
God damn. I just knew I just wanted to get on like a heavy ass beat with some crazy bass, like, and pop some shit. I feel like with past projects and songs, like, I was a little more like timid because I was trying to come into my sound. But with Been There, it's like, nah, like this is how I rap. I'm not changing shit. I'm gonna flex, like, yeah, I'm from Charleston, but I moved to LA, nigga, I'm making moves, like, come holla at me now, while the price still low, you know what I'm saying? We going up.
Yeah. And music video's on the way for this one,
Oh,
right?
yeah, craziest video yet.
Huh.
Craziest one. Shout out to Crayvision again. God damn, that video wowed me.
Really?
And there was another moment where, like, instead of, because I'm very particular, it's the actor in me, like coming from production sets, like I like to have my videos pinpoint, like this is going here, that's going here, we're gonna get this shot like this way, I've got these props ready to do these actions, like it just gotta be all together, because in my brain, I'm like, damn, I'm doing the job of a whole production, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm my costume designer, I'm my, this and that, and I gotta make sure everything is all in place. But when it came to Been There, we was like, nah, we know what we want. The song's so fucking hard, we don't gotta do much. Like, you don't gotta, Cray had to calm me down. Like, you don't gotta do all that extra shit you be trying to do every time. So this time, I just knew what I was wearing. I already talked to my stylist. And then, I knew, all right, makeup showing up. We got a location, we just gonna fucking go in that room and do whatever the hell was supposed to be done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope.
Do we got a date for the video yet?
Ooh.
Coming soon.
I can't do that.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. I gotta make y'all want that shit. Gotta want that shit.
Oh, let's talk about the previous video then. Key to Life.
Okay.
This video was really dope.
Thank you.
Got you on the hills and everything.
Yes. Just with that one, I knew Been There was gonna drive people crazy. So I know that I have more than one audience out there. Shout out to the versatility. And so I wanted to cater to both at the same time, because Been There is gonna hit, but I know that I do have like a lot of people that reach out to me for like conscious music or like just that storytelling aspect of like, yo, I need some motivation, Lay. And so with Key to Life, I just wanted to let them know like, yeah, we about to hit y'all with that other shit, but first of all, for the people who don't know me, let me warm your ass up first with Key to Life. And then second of all, like, let me just still cater to the people that might need like a little push right now. Like, let me share how I got here. Craig came to LA, my hairstylist, P.S. I'm Slade, they came to LA. So it was just kind of like, now y'all on my turf, And so just sharing what that experience has been like coming from Charleston, just being on top of the hills, because I'm a hiker. I love to hike. Okay. So like that was like a moment for me, like seeing the city view and realizing like I really made it here, going down Rodeo and just like showing what that experience is like. Like it's a real come up. It's a real like Key to Life. Like some of the gems I was dropping in that song really just show like if you stay in your lane and just focus on your journey instead of somebody else's, like you will get to where you're supposed to be. Yeah. Yes, I wanted to do
Facts,
that.
Yeah. Last year you put out the project Class Act.
Oh shit, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Why is that one your favorite?
I just feel like that one was just such a moment in time. Like I was on some real new shit. I accepted my sound. Class Act was the first time where like I didn't have to do too much. I remember when I would be going in the booth, shout out to Twin D First Studios, because he's one of my main engineers. I would be in the booth and like every time I come out and I'd be like, something about the voice. Let me try to change my voice a little bit. Let me try to do this. Let me try to do that, because I was trying to like honestly cater to a sound that may not have necessarily been mine. I always feel like I had a deep voice. So I'm like, let me lighten it up a little bit because maybe it's supposed to sound like this or sound like that. But once I got to Class Act, like some of them songs like Privacy, I got finesse. Like, I don't care how deep my voice is. Like, I'm a flex on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Undercover like a gopher. Like, all before I would have been like undercover like a gopher, trying to be all cute and shit. And I'm like, nah, we don't gotta be cute with that. Like that's a nitty gritty song. Like let's get in it, you know? And so Class Act really like gave me the opportunity to accept the fact that I can do both. With Privacy, we are gonna go low tone. We are gonna bring that deep, nasty ass energy. But then when it's time to be conceited, I'm so conceited. I can switch my tone up a little bit and give the chick something that they can ride to and blast that shit as well. So like, it was a real confident moment for me with Class Act. And the fucking rollout was insane. Like, damn, the photo shoot was crazy. You know, the photographer did his damn thing with the photo shoot. Shout out to E. As well, you know, just having like so much content that I could pull out for that project. Like you knew it was coming. I did the all pink rollout, pink everything. Went to South by Southwest around the time that project was dropping. Everybody was calling me the pink starburst around that bitch because the rollout was so just fucking key. You saw pink on all my flyers, pink on my posters, pink in my hair, pink on my outfit. We on some real classy shit, you know? So like they knew when they saw pink, oh, that's that girl that was doing that thing, like da 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 da. And then I just was looking, all the numbers just going up on Spotify, on this, on that. They streaming because like everything was uniform. So artists, if I learned another key to life, it would be that. Keep everything fucking uniform because then people don't got to question, okay, is that her? Is that her sound? Is it this? Is it that? No, like if everything looks a certain way, they gonna know you before they even see you.
Absolutely. Like marketing, you know, being a brand, being an artist, that is such a major thing that a lot of people overlook.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So 2023, what's the next project? Have we started on something or?
Yeah, we working on a project. Once again, new sound.
Okay.
I think I like that shit. I think I do. Like just like switching it up. You don't know what to expect from my ass. I don't know what to expect from me, honestly. I just hear the track, I hear the story, and then whatever vibe I'm on in that moment, we just gonna go with it. It's not trying to even do anything specific or make it match me. No, I'm gonna transform to match that motherfucking beat. So with that, this next project is just, all of it's gutter. I think we going into like a new, kind of like what Privacy was doing, kind of like we've been there. Yeah, if y'all heard the track Scandalous, everything I do hit the gram and go viral. Like just on some real like flexing shit. Like we need some bangers, some club hits. So I got a few of those on this next project. It's gonna go crazy.
No, that's dope right there.
Yeah, thank you.
So who are some of the producers you've been working with lately?
Ooh, Cash First. One of my main producers, and I'm looking for some more.
Okay.
So hit me, DMs, message, email, something. Get on the track with Lay for the price go up. Once again.
Now, have you been collabing with any other artists for this new project, or are you kind of just keeping it with yourself?
You know, I'm still working on some collaborations.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to make sure that like whoever we go with is just gonna bring the kind of energy that this project is gonna need. You know what I'm saying? I did a collab on my last project with Mac Sauce, and it was Step Off from Class Act, and it was crazy. He had that energy. You know what I'm saying? The two of us together. He's a character, man. The two of us together. You say he what?
He's a character.
Oh, hell yeah. So the two of us together like really just was wilding on the track. So I want that kind of energy again for this next one.
Gotcha. Summertime, what were we thinking?
Oh, we outside.
Okay.
We all the way outside. I'm finna be in my city some more, you know. Charleston been looking for me. They want me. I'm hot. I'm fresh. It's hot outside. The sun is shining. So yeah, we making motion all fucking summer. All summer. I'm really excited.
So, you know, being an independent artist, speak on some of the challenges, speak on the grind it takes to make it as an independent artist right now.
The grind or the money?
I guess they go hand in hand, right?
Yeah. Shit. So many of my conscious songs talk about how rappers go broke over this shit. I thought it was a game at first. Like, I'm like, all right, nigga, like, you really debating, you gon', you know, go get some bread and cheese out the store, drop your mixtape. Now I'm the nigga that's debating if I'm gonna go get some bread and cheese out the store or drop my next project. Like, you really just spending bands and bands on this. Like, everything I make goes back into my music. It's crazy. Yeah. So I would say that probably is one of the hardest struggles. It's just, you know, understanding that it's not a loss. it's a future win. Yeah.
I like that. Put that on a shirt. So what's some short-term and what's some long-term goals you got set for yourself, whether it's music, actress, acting, anything?
Yes. So short-term, like I said, I want to do more collaborations, more features. I really want to start blending my sound with other sounds. And then long-term, I'm trying to write for your favorite artists. Okay, so if y'all looking for somebody that got bars and creativity, but then, you know what I'm saying, can do what needs to be done on a hook, I'm your girl. I would love to do that. And then I'm really working on like some placements, because my heart is in making sync music.
Okay.
So I've really got some good tracks for different television shows, movies, theme songs, stuff like that. Like those are gonna go crazy.
Big payouts on those, I understand.
Yes. To get all my money back that I dropped on this music. Yes.
Understood. What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
You said to the youth? Mm-hmm. Ooh. First of all, find a teacher like me. My thing would be to honestly get a mentor. Yeah, get a mentor. It's always nice to have somebody that can just share with you insight. Because a lot of times, like, the youth be stubborn, because I was. And, it's hard to find that person to confide into that you can trust. So once you find that, like, really take their advice seriously, because no matter who you are, you've been through enough in this life, if you're older, to share some knowledge, with the people coming after us. So that would be very, very important, to find somebody that can do that for you.
Wise words right there, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Lay, so go ahead, plug your social media and give any shout outs you'd like to give before we wrap it up here.
Okay, shout out to the Slayers, because I'm here because y'all got me here. You can find your girl on all social media platforms, all music platforms, at LayWills. That's LayWills, okay? Lock into LayWills, because she is going to the top.
Yeah, I get offended when they telling me to pipe down. Let me pop my shit so I can cash out. Put me in a booth and you know I'm finna lash out. These other rappers spinning